Alright guys, I found another user that apparently did say the Loud House is gonna get cancelled next year. Alright guys, this information is totally fake. The Loud House will not get cancelled. You see what I mean? I will just type this out for you. Will the Loud House get cancelled? Or will the Loud House end? Doesn't matter. The guy just thinks it was actually like fake to say the Loud House is going to end in 2023, which is next year. Now what I was gonna say is, are you seriously going to say the Loud House is going to get cancelled in 2023? Now this information is totally fake. You know? You see what I even mean? The Loud House will not get cancelled in 2023, you know? What I was gonna say is these things are totally fake. They are totally fake, guys. They are very, very fake. And guys, what I was gonna say is this user is definitely going to say the Loud House is gonna get cancelled in 2023. So, is it real or is it fake? Unfortunately, we don't know what is gonna happen. So definitely, I'll just say I think it might end in 2022 or 2023. It's definitely fake, guys. It is fake. You know what I mean? This thing is fake. Now what I was gonna say is that, yeah, it's totally fake. And what I was gonna say is this, please do not spread rude rumors, alright? Do not spread rude rumors about the Loud House. I'm getting really, really ticked. I'm getting pretty ticked off already. I can get pretty ticked off, alright? You know that? I can get really ticked off when we do just see like rude rumors. You know what I mean? I get very, very sensitive with all these kind of things. It just made me feel, the fact is, I can get pretty much ticked off. You know, I can get ticked off with all these kinds of rumors. The Loud House is not gonna get cancelled in 2023, you know. I mean, will this guy seriously just stop spreading rude rumors? These kinds of things are very rude and disrespectful. And what I was gonna say is that this guy is seriously going to get it. I mean, the Loud House won't actually be cancelled apparently. So eventually, no, it won't be cancelled. So apparently, there's no such thing as like that. The Loud House will seriously not get cancelled, okay? Now, what I was gonna say is this: the Loud House actually used to premiere in the Philippines before it got taken off the air. Unfortunately for that, you can still watch it on Nickelodeon eventually. I'm not talking about the Nickelodeon one which got taken off the Loud House. It's actually another channel in the Philippines, which is called Yay. So apparently what I was gonna say is that Yay used to have the channel, used to have the Loud House running on the weekends. Now what I was gonna say is this: unfortunately, the Tagalog dub scene, which is the Yay or ABS CN, was actually taken off the air. Now what I was gonna say is, it is actually not gonna get taken off the air. So eventually, the Loud House in the Philippines was actually the dub show of the same name. Unfortunately for that, last year, not last year, sorry, unfortunately in 2020, which was 2 years ago, the original run actually began until May of 2020. So it used to air in ABSN, Yay, and ABS-CN2. So unfortunately for that, there are time slots on the show with new episodes and replays on the weekdays, you know. And unfortunately for that, I may not have to read all this because it's all in Filipino and I don't really understand Tagalog because myself, I'm not from the Philippines. Unfortunately, I don't know what does this one mean, but it actually has a translation. So we'll try. Ang batang si Lincoln Loud at ang kayang sampung kapin na babe ang makusa natin sa Masamaya at Mulang Mundo Ning the Loud House. So it translates like this. The young Lincoln Loud and his 10 sisters will be with us as fun with a chaotic world of the Loud House. So what I was gonna say is that unfortunately for that, the Loud House in the Philippines only aired for 2 seasons until March of 2019, which is No Way Out. Unfortunately, some of them were actually like cut off, you know. Now, eventually, the show was discontinued on Yay for 6 months and was replaced by SpongeBob SquarePants for the first broadcast in the season. But although it is actually available off the Southeast Asian feed on Nickelodeon, which is available in the Philippines, the show is aired in English instead of Filipino. Unfortunately for that, there was an era that Yay was still broadcasting on August 23rd, 2020. But this channel unfortunately just ceased operations back then. So unfortunately what I was going to say is that the Philippines apparently only aired The Loud House for 2 seasons. It was like so sad to see. But when you go to Malaysia, on the other hand, it is still running. I know that it's originally running, it's still in shape, don't worry, but somehow there were episodes which were banned and episodes which didn't premiere on the day, you know what I mean? Because of this, Harold McBride and his husband Howard were actually on the show, but unfortunately they were banned because of the presence of Clyde's fathers. It is similar to the Philippines as well. Unfortunately for that, it's banned. So eventually, when you do see these episodes where it features Clyde's dad, unfortunately, what I was gonna say, it's banned due to unknown reasons. So I'm not really going to say these kinds of things right now, but definitely these episodes featuring Howard, Harold, Sam, Lainey, and Alice were all banned in Malaysia due to the same-sex relationships, as homosexuality is legal in this country. So eventually what I was going to say is that I was so sad that the Philippines actually took off The Loud House in Yay, you know. It was really, really sad to see, but definitely we don't know what to do, but The Loud House is actually still available in Southeast Asia. Don't worry guys, mine's not cancelled actually. Unfortunately for that, in Netflix they actually do premiere 2 seasons similar to the Philippines right here. But somehow the languages are really different, you know? You know what I even mean guys? The languages are very different in this country, you know? But even though for myself, I'm not from the Philippines, I actually know a lot of Filipino friends who watch American shows, you know? And I know not many people who were from the Philippines watch Filipino shows. You know what I mean? I know some of the Filipinos channels are in Malaysia, but it's currently unknown if it's taken off the air or not. So I don't want to really jump into conclusions now, guys. But anyways, this is me signing off.